maybe like having something to say, like this is what we want you to do, or this is the goal.
Like from his
Yeah,
angle.
the help.
It's ready.
Help.
Yeah. Yeah, and so then I would go to the first thing I wanted to put in.
Well, the first one is to choose the virus. That's the first step?
Yeah.
Always.
Oh, not always. It depends on whether you're looking for an antibody or whether you're looking for an antigen.
Ah,
So-
yeah, explain
yeah.
me that one.
Yeah.
So we have two options. You're
Yeah.
looking for anti what?
Antibody
The antibody or
antigen.
antigen.
So those are the two things you'll ever look for in ELISA.
That's the first step.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
So if I choose, you are going to.
So if we're looking for an antibody,
Okay.
this is another thing I'm a little bit confused about with the game. ELISA plates always come coded with something. So if you're looking for antibody, they'll come coded with the antigen that will connect with that antibody. So for me, I think it's sort of like, I mean, you do have to know what comes first, but in this case, they've said, because I just went to, well, yeah, so you would incubate, but you wouldn't wash there, so that's a bit out of order for me.
You don't need to lie.
No, you wouldn't wash that first thing. Perhaps. I don't know. In general, you'll always get something coded unless you were the one actually making ELISA, which isn't going to happen unless they're like a PhD student. Yeah, like very advanced sort of stuff. So I feel like it might be good to have plates that they can choose from in the very first instance to say, this is what you're looking for, which plate do you choose? And then it'll already be coded with something, because that's what they get in our practicals. We give them a plate and say this is coded with NDV antigen or whatever. So I think that could be a really good first step, saying pick your plate.
With antibody or antigen.
Yeah.
In that one?
Yep, but there would probably be like maybe more choices. I guess for this there wouldn't be. There would be, you know, maybe this or an antibody. But yeah, that's a step that I think is important for them to think about. That something's already going to come on the plate. It's not going to be an empty plate. Because that might confuse them once they get used to this game and they go into the real practical and say, oh, this isn't an empty plate. Like, I think that would make sense to them. Yeah, so basically the first thing on the plate is always coded on the plate. If that makes it easy to understand. When Ellen hands you that list of possible combinations, yeah. But it wants me to wash, I think. So it's rabbit, IgG, so I'll try to find rabbit. And then incubate.
I have a question. There are different kind of rabbits. How do you choose that one?